I sure am spending a lot on ostrich meat every month. I'm gonna drive out to Mort's ostrich farm, see if I can't tuck him down some. Howdy, Mort. How are the big birds treating you these days?
Pretty good, Marge. What brings you way out here on such a hot day?
Well, Mort, I've been buying ostrich meat from you for years now.
Uh-huh.
And since my restaurant keeps getting bigger, I keep ordering larger quantities of meat.
Yep.
I've been thinking, Mort. I've got to be one of your best customers. I'm here to see if you can cut me a better deal on buying large quantities of your ostrich meat.
Well, Marge, I'd love to help you. You know I would. But I'd be losing money if I lowered my prices for you. I've got plenty of other customers willing to pay the market price.
You know, Mort, I could take my business elsewhere.
That's your decision, Marge. But everybody charges the same price, the market price. You see, there's no secret to producing good ostrich meat anymore. So now there are lots of farms selling it, and lots of people buying it.
So, can you cut me a break on price?
I'm sorry, my hands are tied for now. But you stay in touch, Marge, 'cause I'll give you first dibs on some real special ostriches that I've been raising.
Marge is surprised when Mort tells her that he can't lower his prices. He has to explain the nature of his market.
You know, Mort, I could take my business elsewhere.
That's your decision, Marge. But everybody charges the same price, the market price. You see, there's no secret to producing good ostrich meat anymore. So now there are lots of farms selling it, and lots of people buying it.
Mort has alluded to three of the basic assumptions that economists use to identify the theoretical market structure known as perfect competition. Number one, there have to be many producers in the market. Number two, there have to be many buyers. Number three, the product produced is a homogeneous product. That is, buyers cannot distinguish one producer's product from another's. Mort's ostriches are the same as those raised by any other farmer. Presumably, Marge has no preference for Mort's meat over, say, Farmer Moe's or Farmer Millie's or any of the other thousands of ostrich farmers in the world. Under these market conditions, Mort and all the other farmers are price takers because they have no influence on price. Each producer supplies such a small percentage to the market that no single firm has a real impact on price. They each sell all their output at the market price. Another important assumption for the model of perfect competition is that firms can freely enter and exit the market. There are no barriers or restrictions to doing so. Mort doesn't have to raise ostriches. He could raise pigs or chickens. And other kinds of farmers are free to start raising ostriches if they wish. It doesn't require a license or special knowledge. The perfect competition model assumes that there is free and open exchange of information about the product and the market. This is sometimes referred to as perfect knowledge. In the real world, information is rarely free, nor is it always accurate. Competitors attempt to differentiate their products with claims of superiority or special ingredients and processes. Mort operates in a perfectly competitive market. Now that ostrich burgers are a nationwide craze, there are many sellers and many buyers of ostrich meat. The market dictates what price Mort can charge for his ostrich meat.
Well, Marge, I'd love to help you. You know I would. But I'd be losing money if I lowered my prices for you. I've got plenty of other customers willing to pay the market price.
From Mort's perspective, price is independent of the quantity he produces. He's a price taker. Thus, the demand curve for his product is horizontal at the market price. This is his individual firm demand curve. Since price is a given, we know that for each additional unit Mort sells, his change in total revenue or marginal revenue is equal to that price. Thus, for a perfectly competitive firm, price, demand, and marginal revenue are all represented by the same curve. In fact, the marginal revenue equals the average revenue because price is the same at any quantity. Now let's consider Mort's costs. In the short run, Mort obeys the golden rule of profit maximization. He operates where marginal revenue equals marginal cost in order to maximize profits. This occurs at quantity Q1. At this point, Mort's total revenue is price times Q1, while his total cost is the average total cost times Q1. His short-run profit is total revenue minus total cost. For a perfectly competitive market in the long run, new firms enter the market freely when it becomes known that there are profits to be made. As new firms enter, the market supply increases. This brings down the market price. Individual sellers are faced with lower revenues while their costs are likely to stay about the same. The result is decreased profit. The anticipated long-run outcome of perfect competition is that firms will keep entering the market, increasing supply, and lowering market price, until individual firms are making zero economic profit. At this point, firms will stop entering the market.